Hey everyone, happy Kentucky Derby week. It's Vinny and I'm back today to go over the all 3-year-old pick 3 that is being offered on Kentucky Derby Day. It is similar to the Keeneland all turf pick 3 if you're familiar with that. It has a $3 minimum wager. The races that are included are the Grade 2 Pat Day Mile, the Grade 2 American Turf, and of course the Grade 1 Kentucky Derby. Now, I have a ticket that I've created that I'm going to play on Derby Day. For this pick 3, it is a $54 ticket, and I'm going to go over that. Feel free to critique it and leave your thoughts in the comments. I'm sure I will get roasted on some of these, but if it hits, I think it will pay. It's going to pay nice. So, first race we're going to start with is the Grade 2 Pat Day Mile. It is race 8 on Saturday. And I'm not a huge fan of the top 3 betting choices in this race, so that's where I'm going to start. I'm hoping for a price in this leg, and for that reason, I am using number 1 Kangaroo Court, number 6 Frosted Departure, and number 12 Gun Pilot. Between Kangaroo Court and Frosted Departure, in my opinion, the two quickest early speed horses in the race. I am hoping one of them can clear early, and I think both of them have the pedigree to get this 1 mile distance. If one of them get loose, usually on Derby Day, the track does kind of tend to play more towards speed. So I'm hoping one of them can go gate the wire. If for some reason they end up getting in a speed duel, I think Gun Pilot is the best horse coming from off the pace of this bunch, and I would be hoping that if they do get into speed duel, that Gun Pilot just picks up the pieces. I feel like I have all my bases covered here without using the top 3 betting choices in Echo Again, Fort Bragg, and General Jim. So if we get through that leg, we are on next to the second leg, which is the Grade 2 American Turf. I'm only using 2 horses in this leg. I'm using number 4, Talk of the Nation, and number 11, Carl Spackler. Both horses have shown improvement. I like both of their running styles. They both tend to sit just off the pace or a length or 2 behind. Both have been improving. We haven't seen Carl Spackler since his huge effort back at Gulfstream, but he's second choice in the morning line. He's one of the lower price horses I am using on this ticket. I don't think he'll go off the favorite, though, with Major Dude in the field. So I'm taking those 2. I'm hoping I can get out of this leg with just these 2. I don't think we'll see anywhere near 10-1 on Talk of the Nation, but either way, I think if we get through this leg and we can get into the Kentucky Derby, I think the will pays will look very good. Leg 3, of course, is the Derby, and I'm not using Forte on this ticket. Forte probably will be used defensively on a couple of my tickets because I do like him. I do think he's very good. I just don't think he's that much better than some of these other horses at prices. So for that reason, he's not going to be on my pick 3 ticket. He will probably be on my pick 5 ticket, though. But I'm using 3 horses here. The first horse I am going to use is the Japanese Invada Derma Surrogate, breaking from post 17. I know it's not a good post, but he didn't really have a lot of speed draw around him. So I think as long as he breaks well, which he has done in pretty much all of his races, he's been pretty good out of the gate. I think he should be able to be sitting in about that 3 or 4 path, come around that first turn, and I don't necessarily think he'll be the pace setter. I think he could be, but I don't think he needs to be. As long as I think he's within like a length and a half, 2 lengths of the lead going around that first turn, and he's only 3 or 4 wide, I'll feel pretty good about him being on my tickets. I think he's very talented, and if he gets first jump on the horses and he takes off in the stretch, he might be very tough for anybody to track down. The second horse on my ticket is Tappet Trice. I think most people would agree that he might be the most talented horse in this field. He certainly seems like that. His bluegrass was excellent. Came from very wide to track down a very good horse in Verifying. But I know a lot of people are concerned with his running style, with the post he drew. I actually don't mind the post, and here's why. He's got a lot of speed around him, so I think out of the break, he was going to drop back anyway, but since he's already towards the rail, he'll probably be in that 2 path because of Hit Show. I think he can kind of follow Hit Show, and he might be a little bit closer to the pace, I think, than a lot of the projections have him. He did sit a little closer in the bluegrass. If he does this and he can save the ground around that first turn, which I hope Saez does, I hope he keeps him inside that first turn. I think as they get into the backstretch, you'll see Saez start to tip him out, and going around the far turn, I think you're going to see him fanned pretty wide. I'm going to guess, depending on when Saez starts moving on him, probably 7, 8 wide, maybe even wider. But all of that is for if he can get into the stretch with a clear path going downhill, he's going to be dangerous. I think the worst case scenario is him still trying to find his path as they enter the stretch. If he's already got his path set as they enter as they all straighten out for home, he's going to be tough. I think he's just going to be coming with a full head of steam, and good luck holding him off. So I'm keeping him on my tickets for that reason. I do think he'll win one of these 3 legs of the Triple Crown at least. And the third horse I am going to use on this ticket, a little bit of a price. He's kind of a wise guy horse at this point, but it's the number 9 Skinner. I just like how this horse is improving. I really liked him in the Santa Anita Derby, where he just missed. I know all attention was on Practical Move and Mandarin Hero, but he was also right there. They're stretching out again in distance, and with his pedigree, there's no reason he shouldn't thrive with the added distance. I love the jockey change to Hernandez. I think that's going to be great for him. I think Hernandez will be a little more aggressive on him and keep him a little bit closer as well, because he's not the slowest horse either. He can sit kind of mid-pack, which is what I'm hoping. And if he improves again off that, if that Santa Anita Derby number is correct, where Practical Move got a 100 and Skinner got a 99, he's improved over his last couple starts. If he improves again off a 99 and he can run like a 102, 103 here, he's going to be right there with the top horses near the finish line. And at a huge price, I think he's worth adding onto this ticket. If this pick 3 hits with Skinner, it will definitely make up for the fact that it is a $54 ticket. I am using the 1 Kangaroo Court, the number 6 Frost Departure, and number 12 Gun Pilot in the Pat Day Mile, with the number 4 Talk of the Nation and number 11 Carl Spackler in the American Turf, with the number 5 Tappet Trice, with the number 9 Skinner, and the number 17 Derma Surrogate. Is a $54 ticket with this $3 minimum wager, all 3-year-old pick 3. If you're playing this bet Derby Day, drop your ticket in the comments. Best of luck if you are playing, and I will see you next time.
RacingDudes.com is your home for the best free picks for every race, every track across the country. We're ramping up for the 2023 Kentucky Derby, and we want you to join us in the fun. Subscribe to Racing Dudes YouTube channel and click the notification bell so you never miss a single video. Want to make money betting horses? Bet with the Racing Dudes.